How's it going, everybody? Jimmy here, and I have a sick one for you. So I finally figured out how to use the Logitech G920 steering wheel with CyberPunk 2077. So we're totally gonna get that down. There's tons of tutorials out there on how to download, software for it. But if you don't know what you're looking for, this will definitely help you out. You can do this with any other game with the software we're about to download. So let's get into it. So first thing you want to do is open up your favorite search browser, whatever, or just go straight up into x360.ce.com, and then you just want to download for all games, not 32-bit or 62-bit. I'll put the link in the description of the video below for the website if you're just too lazy to type it. But then you will go ahead and into your downloads, and it'll be right here. Okay. Extract that to your desktop for now. Okay. I'm going to show you what to do with that later. So after you get the program, see it's there. Just open it. Make sure that it's running properly. Okay. It's the right software. You don't want the input test, you want this. It took me a while to find that, actually, not gonna lie. It was a bit of a pain in the ass, but I managed to struggle through it and got it all sorted out. Okay, so just make sure now that I've opened that, just make sure that is closed, it's not anywhere running. Okay, so for the game you want to use it for, you have to put it in the games folder. So I actually had to open this up. I had to go here, Steam apps. This is where I downloaded it. This may not be where you downloaded it, but this is where I did. It's not even a Steam game, but I downloaded it into my Steam folder. Anyways, so as you can see, I think I put it in the bin actually, because I knew that's where the actual application was. And then I went ahead and I dragged that into this folder, and then if you hold control you can just drag it out and it'll make a copy. So that's what I did. I dragged this into the folder and then I made a copy of it and put it onto the desktop. That way whenever I actually open this, that's actually opening this, and this has to be open before you start your game. Okay, so now that we have that all set up, it knows that it's reading from there. You can go ahead and open it now. You will have some sort of issue, whatever. You just come over here and you click install. It's a driver. You don't have it yet. You need it. Do it. Next up, we set it up to a game. Just please make sure that you put the application in the appropriate folder for the game. If you look, it says right here, I'll make it big for you. It says right here, controller emulator. So this is the game that we're running and controlling. But fuck that, there's nothing to do here, right? So I have CyberPunk already set up. So what you want to do is you want to go add game. You want to search for the game. And once you do that, you'll have it here. So you just select that. CyberPunk selected. Okay. Go back into controller 1. Okay, and then down here we have our inputs. So if you look, if I turn my wheel, boop, 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 joystick moves. So how I did that was if you just click on the left one and move it left, it will read. Click the right one, turn it right, it will read. Now you don't have to worry about up and down from the wheel. It reads just left and right when turning. Handy, right? Okay, triggers, you know how to map those. I don't think I need to explain these too hard. Right trigger, right pedal, left trigger, left pedal. I put A as clutch, just so I can use my foot for an e-brake, because I absolutely hate turning and trying to use my e-brake, and it's a button on the wheel, and I'm trying to find it. My settings weren't quite working too well, so everything was shaded and gray, but you can still see the settings that I have. You can reference those if you want, but it's more personal preference. I still have some tweaking to do myself, as a matter of fact. But the anti-dead zone is one thing here that will make it so turning a little bit actually does a lot. And then I just inverted the sensitivity and cranked it just so it would be a little bit higher, a little bit more sensitive. But you can play around with that as much as you want, as well as the force feedback. You can play around with that. You'll notice half the settings don't really do too much. You can change a few things around. This isn't going to cause any issues later on down the road, so feel free to play around. If you notice any difference, then sweet, that's a bonus. So bear with me here for just a second, guys. You can see my mouth is moving and I'm not talking the way you hear me. My lips are moving a little bit less than you can hear. Don't worry about that, just bear with me. Sorry about the quality as well. I just had to do a voice overlay on top of this video. There's something wrong with my OBS. It's just causing a lot of RAM usage and CPU usage while playing this game. I have a problem with a few other games like that. I just have a few technical issues to troubleshoot, let's say. But my computer is well more than spec'd enough to handle such a thing. Anyways, as you can see, my wheel's working, and it's totally a blast. Like I said, playing around with the sensitivities and the anti-dead zone and all that stuff will get the hang of your sensitivity, but you'll probably still have to turn it a fair do. But it's still a lot of fun and it's super handy, so you never have to pick up the controller. If you absolutely despise using the keyboard when driving, this is just super handy, I love it, so much fun. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to tune in next time. I got some more fun tutorials for you. I'm also going to try this on Rocket League at some point, so there will be a video coming up on that later, and I hope to see you guys next time.